So hello everyone, I'm Nene. Welcome to my review of New Game episode 9 season 2. I found it a pretty good episode, but it's kind of confusing episode as to how it worked, what it delivered, right? So first and foremost, obviously Nenechii is the best character, hands down. I don't think anyone agrees with me. No, Nenechii is really good character. If you have all reviews, I will say yeah, like I am absolutely standing by my bias there and say that she is by far the best character. So that scene with her, I think was really brilliant. It was about sad, funny, I was sad for a bit there, and also very true to the whole IT game episode, right? I won't say that that's all everything, but obviously a lot of people are hired in different companies based on who you know, right? And Haru is like, I'm a serious hard worker from Hokkaido, not just from Hokkaido, like a small village in Hokkaido, right? That's the most northern island in Japan of the big four islands. And she's from there, right? And she's like, you're best friends with the boss here. It's unfair. I'm actually a hard worker. You are a nobody, and so on. So you're a noob. So that's really good as well. And then she all started crying, right? And then you turn into this like, but I am nenechii. I can't lose. So I just love that. Like it went from this like, okay, this is actually kind of interesting in the whole like IT whatever development in the industry. And then it's like, oh no, best girl crying. Oh, not my waifu. And that's like, that's what she's best girl. It's like, oh, you say that, but I am best. You can't beat me. So like, yeah, that's nenechii for you. So that's the most brilliant. I mean, this was gold all the way through it. Now, what it really, I mean, not only did it motivate nenechii, so it actually got a lot of narrative, like main story narrative, kind of side. I would say nenechii is like the spin-off. Whatever, right? Secondary main character, yeah. So like secondary main character narrative increasing, whatever, yeah. So that's great. But also I really like that it was like it's not only was she like, oh yeah, she's angry, blah blah, so on. How she hates me and all of that. Suddenly, because then she's always nice and everyone loves her, and also kind of dislikes her because she's really irritating. But then we see someone hating her for no reason, right? It's like, oh, I don't get it. So that's good. And also, I'll say one thing I think was very admirable for that mention here. She's defending her beloved Umiko, right? Like, she loves Umiko. We all know she does, even though she also fights with her. But they really love each other, right? Which, of course, nepotism is kind of true, though, in a sense. that Umiko is like, I know you're not good enough yet, but I hire you anyway. So they do kind of, yeah. But it's a great point there. When Yun is like, oh, sorry, Haru. She's like, oh, you just hired... oh, I see, Umiko acts like a strict lady, but she just hired you because she likes you. It's like, don't you talk back to my financial ass, I love that. And then she's like, don't you say bad stuff about my Umiko. Yeah, I was like, she's my best friend after I always like my you know, I believe in her. Yeah, that was awesome. So that was great too, because that really pissed nenechii off, right? It's the first time she ever was angry in the anime. That's talking bad stuff about Umiko. So that was really nice too. And we see the pairing is getting stronger, yeah. But at the same time, it also does enforce, though, what Haru is like, you're only working here because you two love each other. Because you were like some kind of weird dating on the side. That's not true. Don't talk back about the woman I love. It's kind of like, I don't know. You said it's not true, but the next second you're overreacting, or you're very emotionally reacting to what I'm saying about this woman that you said you don't have a relationship with. So I don't really know. It's not very true. Like, yeah, I think I'm hitting the money here. So that was very interesting. But in the end, and there's a short schema, but the F was the best episode. In the end, I just loved how it was resolved through being nenechii, but how being classic Nene. She's like, don't worry, Umiko, I'm gonna do it. Then see her fantasy is like, oh, you're the best nenechii. She's like, yeah, they all believe in me. It's like, yeah, I can do this myself easily. You can't beat me, Harry. And then she's like, I don't understand what I'm so happy for. Yeah. And Umiko was like, what's happening here? And Haru is like, where's this like boundless motivation coming from? She was crying a minute ago, and now she's like super motivated and thinks she can beat me easily. I don't get this. She's like, it's me, best girl. It's like, yeah, okay, so I loved how the uber smart nenechii is still always there, right? She's like, actually, I can overcome this easily because I'm the best. So yeah, that scene was just brilliant. Like, everything in the scene was awesome, and the other scenes weren't that strong. Like, so first we have the dating scene, we have Yun and Hajime on their date, and that was a really long scene actually. I liked it. That was very cute. They always do that kind of marriage, like going out with Yun's siblings, right, which are way younger than her. Like, she's 21, 22 maybe. I think she's 22. I think Hajime is the same age, 22, and her siblings are like 5 or something. So yeah, it's like she's way older, maybe max 10, right? She's way older than her siblings, and as her new friend, her Hashime's old friend, is like, oh, is that your children? Because like it didn't make any sense. As he said, oh yeah, this would surprise me because they're too young to have that of a child, right? If she knew in high school. With that being said, though, those siblings you know are very much younger than her. They could easily be. She is like 16 years older than the youngest part of that. That's a huge difference, right? And it's almost that kind of angle down that we see her and Hajime, because they're kind of like a couple, right? Go out with their kids. They always go to the kids shows, and Hajime is the one that likes the most. And she's like, oh god, I'm here with my girlfriend, but it's more like my 2 kids and my really big annoying kid. Yeah, and that's kind of ongoing joke, right? So that was nice to her old friend. It's like, is those your children? Is that your wife? It's like no, those are just her siblings, and I'm not gonna follow them to get autographs and like handshake. I don't need that. I'm a grown up. So I was like, yeah, I'm not like the kids anymore. No, I'm taking care of the kids. I'm not kidding anymore. That was awesome. So I think what actually were. I think the end of the scene was great. It didn't like. I guess the progress of their relationship, so it's something. It didn't touch on the main story, of course, of the game making or Oba or whatever, Oba versus Momo and so on. But it was a little long, right? Like, it was half the episode, so it probably could have been like a few minutes shorter. I don't know. I was saying that you cut it in half. I don't think that there actually were a lot of good jokes there, and a lot of good moments, a lot of cute moments with them, like touching each other and putting on glasses and showing the phone. Yeah, there's a lot of good scenes, but yeah. It was a little too long, I think. Probably like 2-3 minutes shorter, and it would be really, really perfect. So I think it's a little bit there. Not saying it's bad, but I was like, yeah, it could have been a slightly shorter. It was noticeable though in the whole episode, I guess. It depends how you see it. I think it's like, as a whole episode, they made only the nenechii part be actually narrative, right? So, like the other parts weren't really there. So I think that's a big thing, I guess. That it was so long, even though it was good, it's like it really took up so much time of the main characters, because these are 2 supporting characters. But depends how you like it. I mean, Hajime is after Umiko. Hajime is my 3rd favorite character. So if you like Hajime, if you like Yun, obviously you like this thing. So I think it depends on how much you like the characters, I guess. As in most animes or whatever TV shows and so on, when they focus on 2 supporting characters for a whole episode, if you like them or not, that is a big thing, right? Or depending on what TV show you think. Because none of them are bad characters, absolutely not. Don't get me wrong. I like both of the characters. I don't think that they're bad. And I especially love the scene there when she was talking to, when she was messaging her old friend. It's like, I'm actually an otaku. Don't tell her she's doing something again. And she's like, answering, hey, I know all along, babe. It's like, she always knew. I could have been an otaku all the time in school, but no. Like, that was really cute. So that was those parts, right? A very long scene, yeah, but it was generally kind of cute and some good jokes. And then the last scene, which was kind of weird fan service scene. And I was like, yeah, like, give me some fan service. No, but like, it was a weird kind of scene. I know the same thing when they have the bat thing with Haruko and the new girl, and yeah, it was pretty okay. So, I would say probably the most fan service scenes they ever had. As I mentioned, the bat scene. Maybe it's a little more, but I don't know. This seems to felt very strong in it. Just because it's like sitting there, the towel right here, right? It's just like, oh, it's so hot in here. Yeah, I was like, okay, that necessary comment there. Yeah, that scene was like way. And then she's like lying around, and of course they also. I mean, this anime always has to like have different kind of pairings, right? They have different. They have Yagami and so on with Tomoya, right? And you have Aoba kind of with everyone. She's the main character. She's like flowing out everyone, main Hifumi, I guess. And then we have, of course, Yun and Hajime in the episode. And yeah, and we also have new girls, Momo and Haru. They're living together and they're doing all stuff together, right? And they're super pairing couple and love each other. We had that scene after she was doing this whole like, oh, let me wash your body and all that. She was like, oh, but do you want to go out? And it's like, I'd rather have your meat. How it tastes better. Oh, you sweetie. So like those things. Like, man, they were really pounding out. Okay, these two are in a relationship, but not actually, right? Because then they have to sleep in the bedroom and they have to sleep in the same room next to each other, but they have double banks. It's like exactly, yeah, it's over. It's like, wake up, honey. So it's like they do They do everything except actually the last step, right? It's very classic new game. It's like, man, this is so Moe, this is so Yuri, but it's not 100%. Yeah, it's not like the last step of being Yuri. It's like, no, they do sleep together, but they don't sleep together. It's like, that's, of course, right? Of course. Classic Newman. Classic this kind of Moe anime character design. I do think it's a little ridiculous. To be honest, I get it, because I'm gonna do everything, the machines and so on, and they're all single, right, and all, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind if even if the Brazil would be not together, but they will share the same bed. They'd be like, oh, if you can't afford a bed, one have one, like 2 beds, one have 1 bed, like, why not, right? Like, make it 1 step more Yuri, but not actually Yuri, right? Yeah, like, why not? Because they're always like hinting on that with every female pairing, right, they have, so it's kind of like, yeah, okay. But anyway, yeah, that scene was kind of like, that's cute. But I think a problem with this episode generally is that the first scene is an established pairing we have. For season 1, right? Like a classic pairing. On and off hinting to each other. And even more in this season because they're going out with her siblings all the time. And it's always like, oh, those your children? Is that your wife? And so on, pretty much, right? So that's even more important. They have this relationship together, so and that's all good and dandy. Fine, whatever. And I don't say it's bad, I'm saying that was the first half. And then we have the last quarter, like 5 minutes then in the middle, and then we have the last 5 minutes of another couple, it's a new couple. So it's kind of like, that's, I guess, a new couple, but I hope to see what I mean, right? Like 15 minutes of just 2 different pairings doing nothing with games, just being cute together, and then we have 5 minutes of actual like game development, and the first new recruit, internal conflict, like, and that was really, really good. So I think that's probably the episode that, like, the first 10 minutes weren't bad, but the last 5 minutes then, while they also weren't bad in itself, having them in the same episode, I would say it's too much, right? It's too much the same thing. It's just 2 different couples and how they live each other, like sense of life in this relationship. And that is nice. Like, okay, these 2 ladies, they like this, and this together like this, and this they do this together, and this together, and so on. Right? This is their hobbies together. And yeah, so I think it was like too much of that. And almost, this is when I'm sick now. But I was argue and say that I rather, not rather, but as like a storyboard maybe. Maybe you rather would have not nenechii part and have like, I don't know, Aoba and nenechii, like how they live together, how they spend their holiday or something. Like, I hope you see what I mean, right? That might actually be better as a full episode. In the sense that no, we had is like really, really good in the middle here. Like inner conflict, development, IT, yada yada, nepotism, and I love that scene. But it was really like not fit in the episode. Because that episode was just like 2 different dating couples pretty much. So we put it on all the dating couple instead. Because they all couple of Yagami and Tomoyagi and that. Yeah, and put that instead there. That actually would make more of a red line between the couples. So, okay, so have 1 couple, 1 couple, 1 couple. It was like 1 couple, huge fight, 1 couple. It's like, this fight is great, but it really doesn't fit the other things, right? Or vice versa, yeah. So that fits range. It's kind of like a good episode, but it's just kind of weird. It feels like nenechii part could have been a standalone thing, or could have been last week, or I say again then, I think mainly the episode should have 1 less couple, right? I think one thing should be removed then, so it's too much of a coupling thing. So as the one is 10 minutes long, but are really good, I think I would rather remove the last 5 minutes, right? And have another thing happen there, like an Oba thing and so on. And it's also kind of weird too when you have 0% Oba. Even though nenechii is the best character, Oba is the main character, and she had like 2 lines in the episode. And Hifumi had like 1 line, which was like showing, and Oba was like, she hates my drawing, yeah, that's pretty much the only thing. And Hifumi also was in the ant thing. And the girl is like, thank you for coming every day, miss, you hear a lot, do you have a life? That was pretty nice too. Hifumi is like sneaking in the Yun and Hajime date there. She's like, on the side, she's over there like, hope they don't see me, get the autograph. It's like, it's here every day, yeah. So something like that. The fact that off the episode, right? No, it's like 3 good parts by itself, but they don't really combine that well. And yeah, like one thing you said, if you took like this dating at Momo and Haru like last week, because I had a very short bit at the home, like a minute joke, put that instead there, move some more story report as nenechii, that could be better. Yes, I hope it's a minute. I feel like it was too much of that, or just not have nenechii part at all, have this next episode. And have just more dating, more sport of characters, more whatever relationship they're doing and so on. It could also be better. They make like a full feel your episode in a way, right? You sort of casual slice of life instead. So so kind of weird episode. Yeah, weird episode. Pretty good, but weird. Nene's protocol was brilliant though. Or you just make a 20-minute nenechii every week. That also would have worked a lot. So anyway, see you guys next week and have a great